Good evening, Melrosians the world over. My name is Tom Catalini.
I'm Sam Hammer.
And I'm Jen LeClaire.
And this is Let's Talk Melrose, a show where Melrosians talk to Melrosians about Melrose. And again, it's another jam-packed week. There's so much going on and lots to catch up on just amongst ourselves. But we're down one person tonight. Where's the champ?
I don't know. I think he's here. I think he's
amazing.
Here.
Oh, was that Spot Pond? I mean, L Pond. Are they kayaking on L Pond?
That is Barcelona, Spain. The Apple Champoux are there, the four of them together. I don't know when they're coming. When are they back? It's like a week, 7 nights, something.
Hopefully by next Tuesday.
Oh.
It's summertime, so we're almost always going to be one person down.
That's great.
Vacation time.
Well, I'm sure they're watching. It must be 1 a.m. there.
Yeah. They're just having. It's Spain, so they're just having dinner now, and then they'll watch the show. Exactly.
So, what's everybody been up to since last week?
I don't know.
All right, I'll jump in.
That's always my most dreaded question. You can ask me like, "What did you do yesterday?" And I'm like, I don't know.
I get it. I'm with you because you and I are forward thinkers. We're marching forward. We're thinking about the future constantly. But if I took a moment to pause, I would hearken back to actually, I don't even remember what night it was. Friday night, we went to a local Melrose band, the Spotted Owls, played at Aeronaut in Somerville. Great show, great venue. It was interesting coming off the Melrose Beer Garden to go to the Aeronaut facility with food and drinks and indoor and outdoor and live music. It was great. Spotted Owls were awesome.
Yeah. Can you describe the place? Jen, I think you sent me a picture, right?
Yeah.
A little confusing to find, but I used this new thing called Dugan GPS. It helped get us right in there. So Matt Dugan was in the back seat, dialed in the GPS and telling me where to turn. But so it's an industrial complex that's converted. And so therefore it's not that obvious like to get to. And it's like there's railroad tracks on one side and it's a big industrial block. But once you find it and figure out how to get in, you open up to this like oasis.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so that's inside and cool vibe in there, like super high ceilings, funky decor, cool bar.
Wait, that looks like open air though. You're outside, right?
That is the outside, and then you could go inside one of the buildings, and they had similar high ceilings, funky decor, and all that. And then there was a Venezuelan food place in there, and then there was a bunch of tables inside with a bunch of people just hanging out, and also on like I'd say 4 or 5 tables playing games. It was like game night, like different card games and things. I didn't necessarily recognize them, but a lot of people just having fun, playing games, hanging out, Venezuelan food, listening to music. Spotted Owls were great, and yeah, it was fun.
Nice,
very cool.
You know where that would fit in Melrose? Put that picture.
Where?
Back there, Sam.
Okay, hold on.
Tremont Street.
No. Okay, because there's a wall on one side. It's somewhat closed in, but still outside. Let's put that right between the alleyway between Shaw's and the animal hospital. The animal.
I like how you think.
Yeah, that would look great right there. That would be fun. Anyway, that looks like a lot of fun. Looks like a great place. And shout out to local bands.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Are we going to get right into the news?
Do we know how to get to the news?
Ooh, okay. Yes, I do.
Sam, what's in the news this week?
Hold on. Well, the Melrose Cultural Council has their annual survey out. It's your opportunity to help inform arts and culture funding in Melrose. So I'll put that up here.
Yep.
Thanks to the Cultural Council. I think, these surveys are great and they do help inform, what the community is interested in. So
yeah,
definitely fill it out.
They definitely pay attention to this. They do publish their priorities based on public input, and then they have kind of like a scoring metric that they use when they're evaluating proposals after in the fall and through the winter. And the feedback from these surveys actually really does get worked into their scoring rubrics and how they evaluate proposals. So
cool.
Yeah. So I have it up right here. It's simple questions, clicking on some options that are pre-filled, and you can type in some things. So this is like 5 minutes to fill this out.
Yeah.
Or less. Yeah. Great.
Yep. And then also, fun fact, you do not need to be a nonprofit to secure some of these funding sources in Melrose, and the Cultural Council is one of them. So if you are a Melrosian with a fantastic arts and cultural idea, with a sound, I would add, with a sound budget, and that includes some plans for securing additional sources of funding to partner with the Cultural Council funding. They will evaluate your proposal. So you have to have your idea, a budget, a date, a location, and then definitely apply. The next grant cycle is in September and October. It's coming up this fall, and then they evaluate over the winter for projects happening next calendar.
But I need also an additional funding source I can cite.
Yeah, so the Cultural Council and most of the funding sources that we have here in Melrose, they are not allowed to fund 100% of your project. So you just have to have another like another business sponsor or another grant, or you're selling tickets, or you just have to show that they are not your sole source of funding.
Okay. Could the alternate source be a Powerball ticket that I know is going to hit?
It's a good question.
I would put all the lucky numbers together on one ticket.
Just submit that and see what happens.
Okay.
I've heard that there's a Powerball fever in the
oh my goodness. Right. I'm going to go broke trying to get rich. I think that's yeah.
That's what Dave said. That's funny.
All right.
And next weekend.
Oh my goodness. The summer stroll, a week from Friday, on Friday, July 28th from 6 to 9 p.m. We're shutting down Main Street and then turning it up to 11 on the same street. So we're shutting it down to car traffic, so all the pedestrians and businesses can make use of that space. And it's just a blast. Food, drinks, live music. There's 4 stages of live music up and down Main Street. It's going to be great. Come out and support the event. And I'm going to plug what we put the face for.
Yeah, no, I think you're going to say what I just sent you.
What we think you're going to say.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to plug the first
the Buzz
historic first time ever blues jam at the Summer Stroll, kicking off the Knights of Columbus series with the Honeybees as the house band. It's going to be off the hook. We can post the link to the Sign Up Genius, so you can sign up and sit in with the band, replace one of the band members. You can do your own set. It's going to be a blast. That's going to be, and the stage is going to be right out in front of the Knights of Columbus on West Foster Street.
Oh, so it's outside.
Outside.
That's the stage is. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's so cool. I thought you had to sort of kind of go in and out. Oh, that's amazing.
No. It's all outside in the future. So we hope that this is going to be a series, and we'll probably use the inside for the future because the traffic would get in the way. And I guess we have the advantage this year. So we're going to go rain or shine. If it is rainy for some reason, or if it goes in that direction, hopefully it doesn't, but we could play inside. But anyway, no, the stage is outside on West Foster.
Wow, that's fantastic. That's so cool. Okay, so you were saying, just to jump back to that, you're saying that bands can sign up to play. You can actually.
Yeah, you can. So if you're an individual musician, say you're a drummer, you just want to sit in with the band for a few songs, or you're a guitarist, you could be, or maybe you sing, and we publish the song list there that we know, and totally open to suggestions for any kind of standard blues music, anything that follows a standard blues progression. So, you want to sing Give Me One Reason by, Tracy Chapman, and you want a band to back you up, we'll do it.
I love this model.
I love it too.
Inclusive. That's so cool.
Trying to make it easy to participate. There's a lot of musicians that maybe don't have something cooking, or they do, and they just want to go up and play lead guitar in a song, or they want to sing, or, you might have an instrument that could accompany us on a bunch of songs. And then there's also individual act slots, so that you could go up and just sign up for one of the slots where you just take the stage and do your thing.
Wow.
And there's going to be plenty of honeybees buzzing around. So, you could assemble something on the spot if you want. But yeah.
This is so cool.
What kind of instrumental talent do you think is lacking? So if I practice on something that I can get like the most playtime, like
the oboe.
As a cowbell player, could I play pretty much?
Cowbell never gets old. Kazoo,
that's what I'm thinking.
Kazoo is a go-to. People want to hear that.
Oh, kazoo.
People.
I do have an electric kazoo. Maybe I'll put my name in for that.
Yeah.
What was that thing that you could blow through and it was a keyboard? What was that called?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember what that's called.
Dugan's on.
Not a keytar?
That's the keytar is the keyboard.
Oh, right.
This is like a thing. Dugan's done it. You could blow through it. And
there was that song in the 80s that was based on that instrument. Now I can't remember the name of it. Let's Dance. Can we dance?
Melodica.
Thank you. Phone a friend who's watching.
What was the song?
What
was the song in the 80s? It was like, Can We Dance? Or anyway.
I don't know. Okay, so I love this model, and it really is reflective of what I know you guys are doing every Thursday night at the Knights of Columbus. It's open mic. It's so inclusive, and you can just go and jump in and out, like you said, these different bands that are playing. It's lots of fun talent and in Melrose, and everybody's super, super welcoming. So that's fun. So shout out to Stephanie Nelson and her team. Excuse me, for organizing the summer stroll. This is one of their signature events, and Stephanie's actually going to join us next week to talk a little bit more about that and all the other cool things that are happening. I'm hoping she's going to talk about kayaking on El Pond, which is in partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of Wakefield and Stoneham. That I think has been going really well. We got to tour that and check that out. And what else? Yeah, they're doing. They're doing some great stuff with the Chamber of Commerce, so we'll be excited to hear.
They're signing up booths for the Victorian Fair already, and might have some interesting entertainment options with Julie Nolan.
Oh, that's right. And there's.
And We Danced by the Hooters. That was the song.
That was the song. All right, I'm gonna start practice. I'm gonna start practicing.
Doesn't fall squarely in the blues genre, but
you'll be blue after you hear me.
Yeah, we do stretch the definition, by the way. So we're doing some Amy Winehouse, Joss Stone. So we got some things on the list that stretch it a little bit. Anyway,
awesome.
Super cool.
And so, for summer stroll wannabes, but have younger kids that they need to entertain instead, or on Saturday next week, the Broken Leg Productions will be having 3 performances of High School Musical Junior, which is supposed to be pretty great, pretty funny. So save the date. The tickets are not yet on sale, but that'll be really good.
What age group is putting this on?
5th through 8th through 9th grade.
5th through 9th grade. Okay.
Yep. And oh my gosh, the one of the main characters is like pretty new to the scene. One Freddie Ferrante, who's a rising sixth grader, will play Troy.
Oh wow! Cool.
Yep, it's a big deal. Big deal.
Big deal in the local theater. Newcomer.
But these shows are always really great. So High School Musical Junior is coming up, and then a weekend after that will be Footloose.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So this is their summer program where they're shorter. They're learning a lot, and they have to learn their scripts, and they have to do the whole thing like just within a couple of weeks, and then on they go.
Yep.
That's incredible.
But they're really good. These performances are pretty fantastic. So
yeah, they
High
are.
School Musical, 3 times. You get three opportunities to watch it. So 3 times. Yep.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh my gosh, we are cruising right through this. This might be a short show.
Not if I can help it. Standing by with tangents.
Standing by with air horn and dad jokes. Okay, we love to go through other arts and cultural events that you can check out around town. This one's kind of new and different. I just put this one recently on the Creative Alliance calendar. This week, wait, what's today? It's the 18th. Yeah, this is tomorrow night. Tiki night at Tapas 529. That sounds really, really fun. So I know that they're having, they have a great bar. They make great drinks. Melrose is really riding high after our beer garden and all that stuff.
So my hope is that this is a precursor to a floating tiki bar on El Pond.
Yes.
Because they do this in Salem, and I think it's like super hard to even get a reservation, but you can get X amount of people on this little tiki boat that goes out in Salem Harbor. Yeah. So we should do that.
Okay. Next up first kayaking and next tiki bar. But they're always really, really fun over there. Emily and Lorenzo and the staff, they do a great, they have a great time. So I know there's going to be decorations, only with food though. Yes. Decorations, and they'll have themes and games and things like that. So tomorrow night, if you can still get a reservation, that should be fun.
And you need a reservation?
You don't need a reservation, but I would just recommend it because they're always really busy. They're always really busy over there. So
okay.
I would assume it's wise. So
yes.
Yeah. And then what else? You guys were both you guys were both surprised to learn about outdoor movies at Spot Pond.
I love this.
Yeah, me too. So DCR, actually, this is all put on. I heard about it through Friends of the Fells, but DCR actually does outdoor movies kind of throughout Greater Boston. Like I know they have something at the Hatch Shell and Breakheart Reservation. There's a number of places. So the closest one to us in a beautiful, beautiful setting is Spot Pond, and they have four movies. The first one is this Thursday, Minions: The Rise of Gru. And then they have Ferris Bueller. They're playing Puss in Boots, and then I think the last one is Thor, I believe. I didn't quite get the last one, but so they're doing 4.
Thor.
3.
Thor. Excuse me. It's Thor. Love and Thunder.
The what of Thunder?
Hunk.
Thor. Love and Thunder.
That's not right. That's not right.
That's what it says.
That's not right.
So 3 movies for children and an adult film at the end.
Maybe it's
probably not true, but that's what it sounds like.
Maybe it's Thor Love and Thunder.
No,
there's 4 words: Thor, Love, and Thunder.
There's a comma or several missing in there. All right, Tom, are you a Minions fan? You've got to be a Minions fan.
Yeah, so I can't answer any questions about the Minions, but yes, I forget when those all came out, but we were into that for a bit, and yes.
You seem like a total Gru, Steve Carell, like.
Yeah, Gru is a great character. Gru is hysterical. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll take you. My family will take you to see it.
I have been to the movies with your family.
Bring the mosquito repellent. They say bring something to keep the.
Where do they set this up? Spot Pond's a big place, so where you
yeah. Sorry.
Is it like where you rent the kayaks? That area, is that where they set up a screen?
It gives an address. So if you go to the Creative Alliance site and click on it, it does give an address. It was something that I didn't recognize, but that's probably only because I don't know what that kayak area is called. It probably has a name that I don't know about, but it said South Road or something like that. There is an exact address.
Okay.
But you have to go to Creative Alliance. I don't have it right here.
All right.
Here it is.
Yep.
And you totally missed over the Bon Brawl.
Oh, I did. Yes, at the library.
Oh, it already happened.
That just happened. It's over. It's over.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The library does amazing. If you go, we have a hard time keeping up with everything. I only sort of selectively post some of the things that they're doing. The library, even in their remote location, they have incredible programming, especially for kids through the summer. Some really creative, fun stuff. So yeah, Bon Brawl. I don't even know what that was. It sounds fun.
It's great. I'll put the website on there, but also they take up like an entire page of the
newspaper.
The weekly. So
right. I'm hoping that we will someday too. We got to get in there, publish all
LTMM or
no, the Creative Alliance list, or that too. Our weekly. What's on next week? Do you remember when we tried to do that? We a couple of times we got ahead of it and published what we were going to talk about next week, and then we were like, yeah, that's too much work.
That was a lot of work. Week, I think it was last week or before, we talked about pinch pots.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming up July 21st. I still want to make some pinch pots to make sure my kids have my artwork this time.
Yes.
I'm holding out for the spinning wheel.
It's there. They also are doing a ton of programming. That there's so much programming for kids and adults over the summer at Follow Your Art, and they're really trying to activate and push the clay and ceramics programming, because they have their new ceramic studio, and I know that that's really super cool. So there's this one on July 21st is one of a series, so you can sign up. You can sign up for, I think there's like at least 4 different ones. So this is the first one coming up. Another place that's really hard to keep up with, because they're doing tons and tons of programming, Paper and Clay. They have partnered with Yara Chocolates. I mean, they check out their website, because Paper and Clay, because they do also a ton of stuff. But Yara Chocolates closed their brick and mortar location, but they've been partnering with other local business, and particularly Paper and Clay, to run workshops and still continue to do some of their work and get some of their great products out to the community. So there's a series of classes and workshops that they're doing. Handmade chocolate bars is the first one coming up. I know later they're doing like chocolate covered Oreos and chocolate covered pretzels and that sort of thing. They're doing nonpareils. So they also have a whole series of things that they're doing over there. So that looks fun. Melty, but fun.
That's very cool. And I also put on there the July 23rd, learn animation and green screening at the UU Church. How cool is that?
I'm telling you, everywhere I'm looking lately, there's a lot of businesses and organizations in Melrose that are doing like series of workshops and things, and the UU Church is another one that I just stumbled across. So yeah, so it's summer Sundays, and from what I am guessing from their website, it looks like all these workshops are run by church members who are just smart and talented, because there's some that are offering up like, hey, I know, it's almost like adult ed for the summer run through the church, because it appears as though it's people that we know that are just like, hey, I know how to do this, or I want to teach this workshop. I know there's a creative writing or some sort of writing workshop with Jane Foley. So again, same thing. This is Melrose community members who are super smart and talented, like sharing their knowledge and sharing their creativity.
So great. That's great.
Yeah.
So that begs the question: if LTMM were to do some workshops, what would they be? What are the talents we would share with the community? How could we coach and support and guide talents in our own unique way?
Well, Tom Champoux can do that. If you go on a hike with him, he will.
So let's say, all right, listen, let's just run down the Champoux list, right? I think we would all defer to him. So it's definitely like hiking and like nature education. Like he's not just stomping around.
Survival skills.
I don't know if it's survival, but there's a lot of like kind of geography, nature. Like he's not just stomping through like a madman, right? Like he knows his stuff. How about photography? He's an accomplished photographer. He's a writer.
Yep.
What else? Writer. I think we're just
meteorology.
Meteorology.
He makes an amazing chicken parm or chicken cutlet.
There you go.
He's a bartender.
Oh, that's right. He's a tip certified bartender.
He's a bartender. Genealogy.
Oh, that's genealogy. Didn't he build his own like water fountain out in back of his house?
Yes.
There's okay. We're gonna when he comes back. By the time he comes back next week, we're gonna have published.
Like we have a dozen workshops all run by Tom Champoux.
I got one more. He's really, really humble about is he's got very great hair product recommendations from
recommendations. Yeah. Okay, so we clearly have like a 12. I think ours is gonna, never mind summer. Ours is gonna be like a monthly annual series with Tom Champoux. Okay, we'll be working on the branding for that. Stay tuned next week.
Rinse and repeat. Oh,
hey.
Yes.
There are a lot of sip and shops happening also. There's one on July 25th at Paper and Clay. And then I saw on Facebook, I'm going to post here, the House Studio next to Buckaloo's at 531 Main Street. Again, this open retail space that has this beautiful, gorgeous fabric artist and lots of fabric design and the amazing Deb Walls in the back. There's a Wednesday night tomorrow. So before or after whatever we talked about earlier.
Tiki, go sip. You can sip and shop there, and then go to the Tiki bar.
That would be the way I would go as well.
Order. That is definitely the correct order.
Is a design talk where you can learn about custom art and fabric. Please RSVP. And then Thursday night is another sip and shop event between 4 and 8. And Tom, have you been in there yet? In the space?
No.
Stephanie would love. I mean, you would love it. No. Yes, and also the place House Studio. So it's an open retail space next to Buckaloo's, where Madison Avenue used to be.
Okay.
And inside, instead of just having this giant for lease sign, they have this amazing artist. She creates art on fabric and makes things out of it. And Deb Walls, who's a Melrosian, is in the back sewing up a storm of all of this art. And it is, you should just go in.
Yeah. And what's the workshop you talked about? A design workshop?
The first one is a design talk about custom art in fabric, like how she does that. So RSVP for that's tomorrow night. And then Thursday night from 4 to 8 is sip and shop. So I cannot say, like, it is just so beautiful. Jen, have you been in there yet?
To Paper and Clay?
No.
The other one. Sorry.
Well, yes, and
you're right. So to your point, there's all kinds of you can sip and shop everywhere in Melrose now. Yes. House, and then the following week is that. So no, I have not been to the Main Street location yet. I've been out of town every day. But yeah, I will definitely. Actually, I want to go in there and speak to them about maybe doing something with us at the School of Fashion Design. So
yes, it is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And again, it's an opportunity to show how retail space can be used when it is for lease. So it's just great.
Oh, that's great. I bet my daughter Annalise would be interested.
Oh yeah, bring her tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Anyway, how do you know about all these things, Jenny?
I know about all these things because of the Melrose Creative Alliance. Because can you hear my family back there? Because
they're laughing at my joke because they're watching.
They are. Yeah. No. The Melrose Creative, because I sign up for the Melrose Creative Alliance and I get all these things sent directly to my inbox after I personally put them on the calendar.
Today. Well, there's the link to the site and the calendar. Thank you for doing that. I have heard rave reviews without you being in the room. People really appreciate this calendar. It's extremely comprehensive and very informative. So it provides Melrosians with a service that we all really appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big team effort. I have to say I'm starting to hear about it more too, which is really nice. Whether or not people know that I'm involved in any way, to hear people like, oh yeah, and they say, exactly what you were saying. Like it's really thorough and it's great and it's all in one place. And one thing I'm really proud of is that the artists don't have to do anything. They're not submitting anything. They're not filling out forms. Our team just pays attention to what's happening out there and gets it listed. So that's kind of cool.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is nice to see it all in one place. And it's kind of amazing to see it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going on in town.
Yeah. It's impressive. So that shout out is for all the people doing that work. Like we have this great programming. Our job is just to make sure people know about it. There's so much happening. It's so great.
And the Creative Alliance is just to fill people in who haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, so we are and you. There's a team. The team's up to about 20 people now, and including partners with the city, Lauren Grimmick at the city, and Stephanie Nelson, the chamber, Stacy Mincello over at the city. Also, there's volunteer representatives from visual arts, music, theater, writers, all kinds of people, and we advocate for robust funding of the arts in Melrose. We advocate for the arts as an economic development tool, and then where we sort of serve as this like communications team to try to help elevate what's going on in town. So, and we are working with the city on an application for the city's application for a cultural district in downtown Melrose, which also comes with additional benefits of like funding resources and professional development resources and networking resources. It's kind of like having a historic district in Melrose, but an arts and cultural district, and it will help with a lot of these things that we're talking about, the storefronts and just the idea of like the creative economy and additional funding, stuff like that. Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool.
Thanks for all that in your spare time. Yay. Should we talk about Champoux more, or what do we do now?
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay.
We made it. No, we don't know. I don't like to speak about Tom Champoux after 9 p.m.
That's a good rule.
It's just a rule that I have.
Poor guy. He's probably trying to eat dinner at 1 o'clock in the morning. His ears are ringing.
Exactly.
All right. Tom, anything else?
I think that's a wrap. I mean,
is your dinner ready? Is your dinner downstairs ready?
I hope so. Yeah, Jen, I was telling Sam before the show started, we were in the green room. So I was like, I came home from a bike ride and I was just kind of lurking around. I'm like, hey, what did you guys do for dinner? And nothing had been planned yet. So now Alec is making a big dinner for everybody. So I get a nice dinner after the show is over.
Yummy.
Well, you don't have to go down till it's ready. Just in case.
Yeah.
That's my favorite is if you ever have like a lasagna or or something where you just put it in the oven and then you just go lay down for like 90 minutes until it's done. That's the best kind of meal.
Crock pot in the winter, the best thing. You like dump a bunch of food in it and push a button and then come back later. Best thing ever. Yep. All right. Well, I'm really looking forward to talking to Stephanie Nelson next week. That'll be fun.
Yes.
She's always great. Yep.
All right.
I gotta go because my family is cracking up in the next room.
They're just watching the show. I don't know what's really.
I don't think it's that.
All right. Well, we did it.
All right. So are you going to hit the button, Sam, to take us out?
Hold on a second. Thanks, Brian.
Oh, yay.
All right.
Yes, we provide a service here. We try.
Yeah, we try.
Oh, yeah. I have to hit a button. I'm sorry.
But yeah, to say catchphrase before you do.
Yeah, we'll see you around town.
Ooh.
Now's when you push the button.
Isn't there music here somewhere?
Maybe.
Oh wait, there it is. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. All right.
See you around town.
See you around town.